Ursa, I really appreciate that you offered to host the wedding. Like you have no idea how much I appreciate that all these people won't be in and around my home.
I heard that, Dragon Boy, but since this isn't my actual home, I'm happy to host.
Well, if this isn't your house, then what the hell is it? It looks like a giant clear bubble, but it doesn't feel squishy. Ursa created this place when we first moved here. I didn't know how to regulate my temperature yet, but I wanted to see the aurora borealis.
We figured since there'd be a mix of humans and magicals, we needed a way to keep everyone warm, but still give the magicals a sense of outdoors.
Well, I love it. I was afraid the humans would complain about the cold.
I thought you were going to say you were afraid Ursa would meet the wedding party with an axe in hand.
Shh, don't give her any ideas.
Oh, you two shouldn't tease me like that. I'm proud I can protect my family.
Tell the truth, my sweet. You enjoy kicking ass.
I don't deny it. And make sure you remember that, Alex. You keep our little bear happy. Or else.
Yes, ma'am. I will.
Where's Oakley? It isn't like you to let them out of your sight.
Over there, with the wedding dude.
I thought you'd made friends with Ernie.
Well, I understand him well enough to know it would be wrong to make a dragon flambe out of him, but that doesn't mean I want to rub elbows with him.
I think he's funny.
He's been very accommodating with the wedding plans.
Well, did you show him your axe? That's all it took to make me want to play nice.
Keep it up, you little bloodsucker.
Little? Who are you calling little? Oh, I'm bigger than you are.
Only in human form.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about your polar bear. And that does change things a bit.
Doesn't it, though? I can't imagine what a shock it had to be for you, a human, to discover your wife was a were-polar bear. That's a pretty rare species. You have no idea. I had been completely unaware of magicals until I met Ursa. It was exhilarating.
Is that what you call it? Well, let me tell you, when Chase's polar bear emerged for the first time, I about lost it. We both thought they were human. I've never been so surprised. First, we get into a car accident, and then, when I'm trying to make sure they're okay, the vehicle catches on fire. You say fire like it's a bad thing. Well, fire is great for a dragon, but bad news for a vampire. And we were on a public road. So I'm trying to figure out how to get us away from this beacon of shooting flames and smoke without being seen. And I suddenly hear this roaring sound, and I watch my mate, who happens to be sitting behind the steering wheel of the flipped-over SUV, shift into a polar bear. Yeah, I about lost it.
Oh, Alex, you don't give yourself enough credit. Remember, I saw you right after that, and I've seen in your memories. You held it together better than you think. You were calm and steady when Chase needed you most. I'm very proud of you, son.
We should have prepared Chase, but we assumed they had taken after me and were completely human. It wasn't until you both teleported here that we knew differently.
Don't even get me started on that. Them teleporting me, a vampire, to Alaska in full daylight? If I'd have been mortal, I'd have died right there of a heart attack.
If you'd been mortal, you wouldn't have been afraid of the sun. I love you, boy, but you are a drama llama.
I'll take that from you because you clearly have balls of steel. You have to be mated to an axe-wielding polar bear mama.
True, lesser men would have crumbled.
That's what I'm saying.
You two are great.
Places, everyone. We're on a tight schedule. If we want this wedding to be aligned with the clock striking 12 midnight on New Year's, there's no room for error.
It's a shame we can't tell him we're wares and can manipulate the time continuum. He seems to really be stressing out about this shit.
One of these days, you're going to have to explain all that to me. Growing up vampire, I never really learned about teleporting or time jumping. People! Places, everyone!
Just take a breath, Ernie. Yeah, we got this. Nothing is gonna go wrong.
Don't say that. Never say that. You're challenging the fates. Humans know about the fates? I thought they only cursed us.
Those bitches hate everybody.
It's time! Everyone, please be seated. First, I'd like to begin by welcoming everyone and thanking each and every one of you for being here on this most happy of evenings. It's no accident that each of you are here today, and each of you were invited to be here because you represent someone important in the individual and collective lives of our couples. I can't think of a better venue than in Alaska, under the aurora borealis on New Year's Eve, and, if we time this right, married as the clock strikes midnight. How magical is that? The most remarkable moment in life is when you meet the person who makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. The person with whom you share a bond so special that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so exciting and so wonderful that you can't imagine spending another day of your life without them. Each one of our couples have experienced that special moment when they found their life partner. And I feel privileged to be here today among all of you as a witness of their commitment to a lifetime of love for one another. I think I've had the good fortune to meet most of you here today at some point or another. But for those of you who I haven't met, my name is Ernie, and I was the wedding planner for Sebastian and Oakley. Through them, I've had the good fortune to meet all of you. Although my mate can't be here tonight, they too feel blessed to be invited to this special event. I've met often with the couples as we planned this event, and I was, first and foremost, shocked at how different each couple is. I couldn't figure out how in the hell they all became friends. But as I grew to know them, I realized that as different as they are also very much the same. Their love is all-encompassing. Their commitment is strong and unwavering. Unfortunately, they've asked that I keep this speech short, classy, and family-friendly, and politely asked me to leave out the stories that are unflattering to any of them, so I've had to redline basically all of my stories. I can say that as a third-party spectator to their developing love,
it was extremely clear that each couple represents a perfect pairing, because each of them complements the other so well. They balance one another, and while each of them are tremendous individuals on their own, together they are even better. And being better together, as a team, as a unit, and partners in crime, is what will lead to an exciting and adventurous future together. Ravenoff, so serious and old-fashioned, is balanced by Landry's quirky, spur-of-the-moment love of life. He gives them a sense of safety and a protective shield from the harsh realities of life, while Landry is dragging Ravenoff out of his castle and forcing him to live in the moment. Cobalt grabs life by the throat and charges headfirst into the murk, not giving a damn what may be lurking in the shadows. I get the impression he's seen it all, and none of it fazed him until he met the healer. I'm not sure what magic she wields to be able to rein him in, but she seems to know just what he needs, and she gives it willingly, knowing he will always be there for her in return. Alex, I feel like you saw your true self for the first time when you met Chase. I didn't know you before you were a couple, but I get the strong impression you were both walking down a path of self-discovery. And what could be better than to take that walk hand in hand with the person who means most to you? The person who you know has your back and will support you no matter what. And last but not least, the couple that brought me into the fold, Sebastian and Oakley. The first time I met you, Sebastian, I knew you were one lucky bastard.
Me? Is he talking about me?
You have it all. Friends, fame, and the greatest gift of all, Oakley. The way they looked at you said it all. You own their heart. I didn't want to like you, but the more time I spent with you, the harder it was to keep up the animosity. You truly have a heart of gold, and Oakley is right to love you with their whole heart and soul. That said, I was right. You are a lucky bastard. I wish I could tell you a single story about each couple that summarizes their relationship and how they enrich each other's lives, and the lives of each of us. But the truth is, there isn't one single event that is a good encapsulation of what they mean to me, to each other, and to all of us. But what I think I do know is that all of them care deeply and passionately for their partner. They protect each other, they make each other laugh, and think outside themselves. The time magically seems to both fly and slow down when they're together. They help each other in ways that are obvious and unnoticed, but always appreciated. My partner travels a lot, and I mean a lot. I'm often alone, but since I've met these crazy folks, it doesn't seem to matter quite as much, whether I'm with them in person or simply in a bizarre group text. When I'm engaging with them, I'm always enjoying myself, and I am certain that that's part of what makes them so special to each of us. How happy and contented we feel when we're with them. And what I wish for them on their wedding night is that their lifetime together as a team is one of complete contentment, full of those moments that they wish would never end, and that they continue to make one another smile and laugh as they make each of us do.
So, without further ado, dearly beloved and honored guests, this is not the beginning of a new relationship, but an acknowledgement of the next chapter in their lives together. These couples have spent time getting to know each other, and we now join them to bear witness to what their relationship has become. Today, they will affirm this bond formally and publicly. This affirmation means more because it's shared with their most beloved friends and family members. Couples, please take each other's hands and partner A repeat after me. I, say your name, choose you, say your partner's name, to be my spouse, my partner in life. I promise you my unconditional love, my fullest devotion, my most tender care, through the pressures of the present and the uncertainties of the future. I promise to love you, honor, respect, and cherish you all the days of our lives. I pledge to respect your unique talents and abilities, to lend you strength to reach your dreams. I promise to take care of you, to encourage and inspire you, asking that you be no other than yourself. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home. Partner B, repeat after me. I, say your name, choose you, say your partner's name, to be my spouse, my partner in life. I promise you my unconditional love, my fullest devotion, my most tender care. Through the pressures of the present and the uncertainties of the future, I promise to love you, honor, respect, and cherish you all the days of our lives. I pledge to respect your unique talents and abilities, to lend you strength to reach your dreams. I promise to take care of you, to encourage and inspire you, asking that you be none other than yourself. From this day forward, you shall not walk alone. My heart will be your shelter, and my arms will be your home. Couples, do you take one another as partners from this day forward?
We do.
Today, these couples have come before us to publicly affirm their love, to promise to nurture themselves, each other, and this union. We are here to see them off on this journey. Let us also be there to see them through. As family and friends, you form the community of support that surrounds them. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in honoring and loving each other. Always stand beside them, never between them. Offer them your love and support, not your judgment. Encourage them with your kindness and loving hearts, and honor this marriage. Our couples have chosen a piece of jewelry to represent the unbreakable circle of life and love. Please place the jewelry on your partner and repeat after me. I give you this jewelry to remind you of this day when, in front of those we hold dear, we vowed that our love can overcome all things, that our love unites, inspires, and celebrates, and will continue to do so for the rest of our lives. Couples, it is with such joy that I now send you into the world to spread the beautiful light that you share with those around you. By the power vested in me, I now, for the first time, pronounce you married. Now, kiss your partner as the ball drops, bringing in the new year and the new life you share together.
Why are you looking so bummed, Ernie? Oh, the timing worked out perfectly.
Weddings make me emotional. I miss my partner, that's all. You just go about your celebration and don't worry about me.
Well, who's that over there by the door?
Where? I don't believe it. They're here.
Oh my.
I guess they really missed each other. Good for them. Yeah, he seems happy now.
Mighty happy indeed. Should I create a blurring spell?
I thought you already had one in place.
Only for the magical stuff.
Yeah, that looks pretty magical to me.
Oh, Wolfman, don't sound so envious. I plan to make your evening pretty magical too.
Lead the way, Blondie.